Levels of vote buying in this election is really troubling, and it was a missed opportunity for all the actors who were determined to reduce vote buying at the election. So on the whole, so far so good. The election have been peaceful. There have been incidents of violence, no doubt, but if you assess this election based on logistics, we can say compared to 2022, there was a marked and a significant improvement. The arrival of INEC officials as well as the commencement of accreditation and voting. In 2022, from a YAG Africa perspective, by 7:30 a.m., only 27% of polling units had opened. But this time, you have over 68%. By 10:30 a.m., in 99% of polling units had recorded commencement. So logistics, so far so good. Seem to have been a marked improvement. The biggest worry, which again was predicted, was this issue about vote buying. And we cannot say at this moment, though it's premature, whether this turnout that we see is either procured or is actually turnout based on the willful decision of voters, because the levels of vote buying in this election is really troubling, and it was a missed opportunity for all the actors who were determined to reduce vote buying at the election. So on the whole, so far with the conduct of the process, we would say that generally the environment was peaceful. Now we are approaching the results collation processes, and we hope that all of these issues will be addressed, but also INEC will uphold the principle of transparency in managing this process. At the moment, I'm in a polling unit, and one of the things that I'm here to observe is the use of the EC8A, which is a new innovation INEC is introduced in this election by virtue of the regulations and guidelines, where the presiding officers will enter the results on the EC8A into an electronic EC8A on the BVAS and transmit, and then also take a scanned copy of that. So we are here at this polling unit to observe that process and to see how the BVAS would function in this regard. But so far so good. We would say that the election is still on.
What about violence?
Violence, yes, we did record cases of violence, and this afternoon the Election Observation Hub, comprising 7 organizations, we highlighted critical incidents. We verified and confirmed violence in a couple of local governments, the same local governments that we had said were hotspots, whether it's Ikole, in Oye, Ilejemeje. All of these local governments did record some levels of violence. Again, hoping that the security agencies will make do with their promise that any incidents or any threat will be neutralized. So we hope that the collation processes will be well secured, but they will also be transparent and open, so it doesn't heighten any tension in this particular election.